Welcome to Conference Update. This is the part in the update where we try to be humorous. It rarely works, but someday we have high hopes. And so, hey, how are you doing, Donalyn?
I think more coffee is
We
appropriate.
need more coffee.
Always appropriate.
Always need more coffee.
Why do I feel like that's our theme?
I think
like almost all of the time.
Sadly, it is. However, Mother's Day was great because we snuck in a trip to Starbucks on Mother's Day because why?
Well, it was buy one get one free.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and so I think they got deals always happening all the
Yeah.
time. But that was so fun. But we
Right.
had a great weekend.
We did Mother's Day at the Jefferson Evangelical Church and had a good time there. And
Yeah.
they're a small church, but they're happy. And I got a hug at
Did
the
you
Jefferson.
really?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
I don't know. I can't remember her name, but that's that's okay. I feel like
okay.
she hugs everybody.
That me by any chance?
Nope.
No, somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
and they gave cute things to the moms.
they did. They had
They
flower
found
things.
these cute little vase things. I think they said they vases or whatever. They got them off of Amazon. I asked, where did you collect all those from? But they were just cute little ones, and then
Nice.
they had a couple little tulips in them, and they were just so adorable.
Right.
I thought that was super
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
So it was a
And
really neat thing.
yeah, Jefferson Church, they're doing pretty good. And
Yeah, it was fun to be there.
and also we have your parents here
Yes, they came. When did they come?
Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, in there somewhere. Wednesday.
Sadly, I think they're returning in the next day or two.
I forget when they came.
They came last week.
Okay, last week, yes. And yeah.
It was
And
Wednesday.
And yeah, so they've been here and it's been great. And so for Mother's Day, both of us saw our moms.
Yeah,
And
it was great.
we were down at Jefferson, so we kept going to my parents' house, saw Mom and Dad, and then went over to Corvallis to see Maria. And oh my goodness,
She
and
cooked for
Maria
us.
and Daniel have a bigger apartment across the hall. Maria cooked for us. It was wonderful. And oh my goodness. Okay, so life keeps moving along. And Mother's Day was great. Shout out to all the moms and all the ladies in our churches. And we had a great weekend. And I'm sure most churches had a great weekend. Last week we had a good pastor's prayer time here at the conference office.
Cool.
Yeah, and so we had a few of the pastors come. We'll do this again next month, and it's just it's nothing complicated, but it's something kind of good just to bring the pastors together to pray because we need more prayer. And yeah, let's see, coming up this week. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Conference council coming up later in the week.
Yep.
And on Sunday, we're going to be at Tremont.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I am so excited. We haven't been there on a Sunday yet, and it's going to be great.
When's the last time you've been to the Tremont building?
Probably when I was a little girl. When Pastor Jimmy Knodel was the pastor.
All right.
I think that was been a few
That
years.
was a few years ago. So, yes, Tremont, we're getting to where I've made the rounds to almost all the churches for a Sunday morning, and but I think we're down to single digits of churches to visit for a Sunday morning, and Tremont is one of those that we need to get to. So that's coming up this Sunday.
And I know some people there because they have a few of their ladies come to some of the women's spring retreat and Women for Missions. So
Right.
so I'm excited
Yeah.
to see some familiar faces.
Right. Well, and we like
Yeah.
Nathan and Megan too.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's a given right there.
Yeah.
And then,
And
wait,
wait for it.
we're going to Park Place in the evening. We'll do local conference there. And the best part, dessert social. I think
There's-
a pie social
there's
or
pie.
some pie.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. I know.
I think I'm gonna try to bake one.
they're tempting people with pie to offset having the superintendent there. So it's like, Brian's here, but there's pie. So,
So if you go to Park Place and you're listening to this, we'll
yes,
see you there.
it's going to be
Sunday
great.
Evening.
And so we're having a good time. We're living the life. And we are it was warm over the weekend too. Oh my goodness, summer hit. The weekend before I was up in Bend and it was snowing on the way home, and now it's hot.
It's all gone.
And that's gone. And now it's hot in here and everything, and summertime has hit. So I don't know. Do you have anything else for us, Donalyn? I don't think so. I don't know. I've always got irons in the fire. Be praying for our churches doing pastor search. I've got meetings and just follow-ups and emails and phone calls and constantly with the pastor search. That is turned into a huge portion of my job these days.
Very important.
It's an important part of the job because we
Yeah.
want to make sure we get the right pastors, like I say, to take care of the bride of Christ here. So be praying for our churches that are in pastor search mode, and be praying that God would make it clear for the pastor parish committee, because we don't want to just guess and hope for the best. We want to have the right person and be praying that way. And so we got a few churches right now that are kind of narrowing it down, and so we'll see that we get the right person and that God would provide the right person. And also we've got, oh my goodness, summertime is coming too. It's crazy. We got information about Multnomah Holiness Camp for their summer deal, and there's other youth camp things going on this summer. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, we'll keep trying to keep you posted through our conference webpage.
Yep.
Nope. Weekly update.
There we are.
That's what I meant to say.
And but let's see. Oh, also on Saturday we get to go back to Sweet Home. We'll be there for a funeral, and it's I've bumped into members of this family all along the way here. I mean, and some of the family I met before I was pastoring, and some of the family I met from my first church, and some I met when I was in Eugene, and then from the Sweet Home Church. And so it is good to it's good to reconnect, but also to remember. And we do these services to remember, but also to remember that God has promises for us. And when we place our faith in Him, He makes these promises for us that we can have a home in heaven with Him. So
yes,
and
so looking forward to seeing our church family. And
right, we wish it wasn't a funeral, but that's okay.
What funerals are? They're mini reunions, and so we are looking forward to seeing our church family again. Sweet home people.
Yeah. So
anyways,
okay.
That's life for us. So
we better sign off here, and let's see if my clicker works. Otherwise, we'll do an awkward pause at the end. Okay.
Oh, you forgot to talk about something.
What did I forget to talk about?
You were in Florence.
Oh, I was in Florence. That's right.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, actually, I was in Florence, had a great time. But in Mapleton, fun fact, there is a diner or something along the highway, and they have a sign for the 7th best clam chowder in the universe.
I'm freaking out.
This is big news if it's true. So
well, who has the best?
I don't know, and
I think a lot of people claim to have the best.
Exactly, but I think I talked with Tim, and I think Tim said he thinks the deal was that they used to claim they had the best, and people were questioning that. But if you say the 7th best,
Who's gonna question that? They're like,
yeah. Ooh,
okay.
top 10. That's pretty good.
That's still a good number.
7th best in the universe in Mapleton, Oregon.
I feel like you have to
in
try
a
it
logging
sometime.
town. And so we need to go on a quest to find the top 6 now. We need to get the other 6. I mean, this is a movie written all over it. Yeah. So
Is it
Brian's
though?
quest to find the top 7 clam chowders in the universe.
Whoa.
Guardians of the Galaxy 4. We better end this disaster. Okay.
That's today's unpaid advertisement.
Lord bless you guys. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye. See, it didn't click.